Alright, just a little review from yesterday because we're going to need to use it today. Today we're writing equations in vertex form from a graph. So I just want to remind you vertex form looks like this. F of x equals a, which a, remember, is a number. Could be a negative on the outside as well. A, and then in parentheses, x minus h squared plus k. We know h comma k is the vertex, and x equals h is the axis of symmetry. And then again, if a is positive, the parabola faces up, so the vertex is a minimum. And if a is negative, the parabola faces down, so the vertex is a maximum. So we move here, look at the first one, write the quadratic function in vertex form using the graph. Now you might look and see there's no numbers. What do I do? So the first thing we do, it's always f of x, all right, is equal to, the first thing we look for is we're going to look for, is it facing up or facing down? So we notice the first one is facing down. So we know there's going to be a negative on the outside because according to our notes, if a is negative, the parabola faces down. Since it faces down, we know there's a negative on the outside. So negative, and then x. Now, to determine our two numbers, which is h comma k, all we need to do is find the vertex. The vertex, as we've learned and said over and over again, it's the highest or lowest point. So all we do is we come right here, make a little dot. What coordinate is this? It's a positive 4, 4, negative 3. So 4 comma negative 3. All right, so we know x is the first number, or x minus h. H is the first number, h, comma, k. All right, and we know we need to change the sign of h. So right now it's a positive 4, so it turns into minus 4 squared, and then minus 3. We keep the symbol there. And that's it. We're done. So again, to review, f of x equals, we notice the graph is facing down, so it's flipped. So there's a negative on the outside, so negative x, we plotted the point, we found the vertex, which was 4 comma negative 3, h comma k. So x minus 4, we flip the sign because that's what we do. On the inside, it tells a lie, so we flip the sign. Okay, x minus 4 squared minus 3. That's it. So we move on to number 2, f of x equals, all right, the first thing we look at is the graph facing up or down. It's facing up, so we know there's no negative on the outside. So we right away can draw parentheses. Then we know we just need to find the vertex. How do we find the vertex? We're going to put a dot at the lowest point. We see that it's 3 comma 4. All right, 3 comma 4. So then in parentheses, x, remember we do the opposite of this h comma k. So we do the opposite of this h. Since it's a positive 3, it's minus 3. All of that is squared. Don't forget to put the square. And then the last number is plus 4 because that's our k, and we keep that symbol. And that's it. And now we move on to the last one before you do your worksheet. All right, f of x equals, first thing we do, is it an up parabola or a down parabola? We notice it's up, it's normal, so there's no negative on the outside. I can already start my parentheses. Don't put a minus right away because we don't know what we're going to do next. So the first thing we do, find our vertex, and we move left 2. Notice this is a negative 2, and then up 2. So our vertex is negative 2 comma 2. So h comma k. So this, remember, h goes on the inside. Right now it's a negative 2, so we do the opposite, x plus 2. That's why I don't want you to write the negative yet, so you never know when you got to switch it. So that becomes f of x equals x plus 2 squared, and then on the outside, plus 2. And we are done. It should be pretty simple. Okay, just find the vertex. Make sure you do the opposite of what h says. Okay, and then you have your vertex form. All right, complete your worksheet, turn it in. Let me know if you have any questions.